Welcome to Bourbon Riders and a special edition of our First Pour series. And why is it special? Because we get to crack open the Bardstown Discovery No. 10. And I've been looking for this all over the place, and it's just not found in North Georgia. And I was pretty much ready to give up finding it anytime soon when I'm on the bardstownbourbon.com website and come to find out there's a company called Seelbach, Seelbach, and we'll put a link in the description that apparently you can order this Discovery 10 and have it delivered to your door. And I'm going like, what? When do I get bourbon delivered to my door in North Georgia? Well, apparently this company has some kind of arrangement and they will deliver the Discovery 10 to your door in North Georgia. And that's how I got it ahead of the bottle shops up here. So I was amazed, and as of this morning, Seelbach was still listing it on their website as available. And I think the price on this I paid, and I'll put it on the bottom of the screen, I think I paid $149.99 plus tax, and naturally, and no shipping because I was a new customer. I got free shipping, so win-win for me, right? So let's go to the get to the mash bill here, if I can get my screen to work. The one thing that interested me about the Discovery 10 when I started reading about it was the low content of rye in most of the bourbons they were blending together. And it's a series of 5 different bourbons. Let's see, 3 from Kentucky, 1 from Georgia, and 1 from Tennessee. And we'll list that up there. And I won't go through all the mash bills on them, but to say that the 3 main portions of the blend all had rye less than 13% or less. And the combination of a 9-year, a 13-year, a 10-year, a 6-year, and a 10-year, this has got some age to it, as well as hopefully some fantastic flavor going on. So I couldn't wait to get it. So when it came, I actually said when I was doing the first pour on the Bardstown Fusion that I needed to get that out of the way because I knew this was coming. I was going to find this, and luckily I did. So tonight we're going to do a normal first pour on this, and I'm just tickled to death to find this and have it so I could share it with you tonight. So as always, what do we do on first pour? We like to pop that top, don't we? Oh, that was a beautiful pop. And you know, it's a typical Bardstown squarish bottle. And you know, I don't know if you noticed, but they changed the label on Discovery 10. It used to be you had to go to the side and see what version of Discovery was. Now they put it plain on the middle, and they went to a white label. It's a lot easier to read. The dark labels that was on the previous ones, I had a hard time reading it. I usually would have to go to the website and get the information, because even with my reading glasses, I could not read what was on the side. And what I love about Bardstown is they put everything you need to know about the bourbon on the side of the bottle. So if you pick this up, if you find this in a bottle shop, any of the Bardstown bourbons, you can go and see exactly what the makeup of this bourbon is. There's no guessing at it, no guessing at to the age, no guessing to the mash bill. The transparency is one of the things I love about Bardstown. Let's have a little sniff here. Ooh, man, that is very interesting. Wow. Well, I can't wait to taste this, so let's get some right into our Glencairn. I'm going to put that over here. I've always admired the Bardstown bottles for their simplicity and just very modern looking. And it just really goes on the shelf when you got a bunch of old-fashioned bottles and you got one of these guys right next to it. It just really shows off. Fantastic. So let's swirl a little bit, and before we taste it, I had several of my viewers comment that you need to let it rest a little bit right after you open it. It needs to breathe a few minutes. So we're going to look at the color in the legs and let it breathe. That is a beautiful color. It's kind of an amber with a reddish hue to it. And oh, I got nice legs coming off of that. Very nice legs. A nice oil on it. So we're going to let that rest a couple minutes and come back and get right into the tasting. Let's see what the aroma's like. I get like a maple syrup, a little bit of oak, cinnamon, vanilla. I mean, it is a lot like, reminds me of the Widow Jane Decadence. Of course, that is actually finished in maple syrup barrels, so you know, you expect maple syrup aroma. But this has got, wow, almost like maple syrup candy. Very sweet smelling. Some dark fruit, but primarily that maple, vanilla, cinnamon. Wow, that smells delicious. Now, what do they say about the tasting notes? Bardstown says toasted pecan, maple, there you go, and baked cherry lead to a luscious palette of vanilla, cream, hazelnut, and cocoa. Wow, I didn't smell cocoa, but hopefully I'll taste it. Wow, that is a great description. Give that person a raise. Wow. Can't wait any longer. Cheers, everyone. Outrageous. Outrageously delicious. Wow. You get just a Mack truck of baking spice on the tip of the tongue. And then that fruit and that maple and sweetness flows across your palate. Yet I did get some dark fruit in it. I'm going to try to see if I can discern that that's the cherry, like they say, a baked cherry. Wow, let's take another sip. And you do pick up a little bit of the proof. This is my first bourbon of the day. And the second sip is better than the first, because now my tongue's a little bit used to the proof at what, 114. And now I'm picking up that cherry, baking spices, and I'm searching for the chocolate, and I can kind of make it there. The cocoa, definitely the vanilla cream, the cherry, the maple, even the pecan. I don't know if the Widow Jane is still my #1 favorite bourbon. It's in my top 5, no doubt. This just made it into my top 5 favorite bourbons. It could be better than the Widow Jane Decadence. I'm going to have to do a head-to-head because the maple is so prevalent in this taste and the sweetness. This could go head-to-head with the Decadence. That would be an interesting contest. So I'm going to go ahead and schedule that in the near future. We're going to have a bourbon fight between the Widow Jane Decadence and the Bardstown Discovery No.10. It'll be an epic battle. Let's take one more sip and we'll come back with final thoughts. Final thoughts. My expectations were high on this, and I'm glad they were because it beat my expectations. This is crazy, crazy good. I had to say crazy twice. Maybe crazy to the 10th power. This is delicious. I mean, it is a little proofy at the 114. So it's like drinking a cask strength bourbon, no doubt. But comparing it to my other favorite bourbons, the Widow Jane Decadence being one of them, which is much lower proof, by the way, and some of the Maker's Mark bourbons that I like so much, especially the cask strength and the private selection. I would put this against any of those. It's that good. It's really, really that good. Is it worth the $149.99 I paid for it? Absolutely. Would I buy it again? Absolutely. I'd prefer, naturally, that I could find this for under $100. I understand that the Discovery Series, you're just not going to. But if it does appear in the stores in the next couple months, and it's not outrageously expensive, I will buy another bottle. So that brings us to our recommendation system, 1 through 5. 1 being the highest, 5 being the lowest, 1 being like stop the video, go and get it now. And I would tell you, this Bardstown Discovery 10 would be a 1 solid. If I knew you could go to the store right now and buy it, chances are you can't. So, can't be a number 1. I wouldn't do that to you. Even though I feel like it's that good. It's that good. It's worth a number 1 rating. So, a solid 2, actually probably more like 1.5. I'm interrupting this video for an important announcement. This guy down here doesn't know what he's talking about. If you know where to find this wonderful Bardstown Discovery 10, I want you to stop the video right now and go get it. If you can't find it or don't know where it is, I'm recommending to go to Sealbox and see if you can get it delivered to your front door. So level 1 all day long. And this guy, he just needs more bourbon. And I really, really want you to find this. So get out there and find it. You'll be glad you did. So as always, we appreciate each and every person that comes to our channel, and we ask you to subscribe so we can do more content like this, and occasionally buy the bourbons or find the bourbons that cannot be found, right? So please always drink responsibly, never drink and drive, and I'm going to enjoy the heck out of this bourbon. See you next time.